Welcome to Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean, where our new campaign is #Grenada Rocks. So today, right now, I'm going to introduce you to the acting manager, marketing manager at the Grenada Tourism Authority, who's going to tell you a little bit about our accommodation sector, what we have for you. And let me turn over to the beautiful Miss Renee Goodwin.
Oh, Roger, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grenada. Roger, that was a great introduction. As you can see, it is such a beautiful day. Oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous day. I am so pleased to be able to tell you guys about some of our accommodation options. Grenada really is a gem. Grenada truly has something for everyone within our accommodation sector. You know, everyone from the tippity top, most luxury and discerning traveler, all the way to our most budget conscious traveler. We truly have something for everyone. We are proud to be able to offer you some of your trusted global brands, such as the Radisson, which we are standing in front of right now. Such an ideal location for such a great brand. We also have a Sandals, of course, and then we also have right all the way to your charming guest houses, where from the minute you arrive, you feel just like family. I think something that's really special about Grenada's accommodation sector actually is that a lot of our properties are boutique family owned, which means that the service is top notch and they are very much able and willing to cater to you and to your preferences. So you can truly have a very tailored, bespoke vacation experience in one of our amazing properties. We have properties that are located on this beach, Grand Anse Beach. There are a few on this beach, actually. We are in front of Radisson, as I mentioned. A little bit further down is Koyaba. Even further than that, we have Spice Island Beach Resort. We have Mount Cinnamon, also located on Grand Anse Beach, and a few others. And then we have other properties that are located on smaller, more secluded beaches, which is also a very, very nice vibe, very chill. La Luna, for example, is on a beautiful, beautiful little secluded beach called Portici. We also have properties that are located in gardens. For example, Blue Horizons Garden Resort is actually right, not too far from here, a little bit across the street, and they're set in 27 acres of these beautiful tropical gardens, home to all kinds of birds. They do bird watching tours there. It's very, very cool, very, very educational and informative. We also have properties, of course, scattered throughout the island. So we have some that are in our beautiful, lush, rugged, tropical countryside, such as Pcr Test. And actually, surprise, Grenada is actually made up of 3 islands. So we have accommodation on our sister islands as well. Beautiful bungalows, sweet inns, you know, guest houses, really, really beautiful places that all kind of really are very welcoming, make you feel at home. And of course, we also have tons of gorgeous, gorgeous villas in Grenada, where you can really have a great experience, you know, with whether if you're coming with your family or a group of friends. You know, villa owners are willing to arrange tours for you. You can have a private chef come in and cook for you. You know, there's really lots of different ways you can enjoy the accommodations in Grenada. And, you know, they all come with their unique amenities. For example, Calabash Luxury Boutique Resort, they will serve you breakfast privately on your balcony every morning. You know, we have the Point at Calavini. They offer you a series, a whole menu of different wellness experiences that you can enjoy. So there really is no end to the options in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So I urge you all to come and try some of them.
Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Now, someone was just asking a while ago about social distancing properties on island. And why don't you just talk to us a little bit about some of the things we put in place for that?
Right. So all of our accommodations have to go through a process to become Pure Safe Travel approved, where they earn their stamp, which means that they have been inspected and their protocols are in place, meaning that they do, you know, for example, whether it's a contactless check-in, wearing masks on property in public places, having to social distance, of course, in the dining areas and such. All of these measures have been put into place to make sure that guests are kept safe at all times, and of course the staff as well.
All right, wonderful. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are right here on beautiful Grand Anse Beach. It's a lovely, sunny, sunny day. And we're gonna get ready now and hand you over to the other Renee That's Renee Moses, who is going to do an interview with our very good stakeholder friend of ours. And I'm handing over to Renee Moses right now.
Hey guys. So thank you so much, Renee, other Renee, for telling us about accommodations in Grenada. And I am on a lower part of Grand Anse Beach, and I'm just going to give you guys a little, insight of all the things you could do adventure in Grenada. Now, yes, we're an island, we're surrounded by water, but we have a lot of adventures in Grenada. We have dune buggy tours, we have the jeep tours, we have river tubing. You can go hiking to one of our many mountains and peaks like Mount St. Catherine. You can also do low-level hikes around our crater lake, Grand Anse Lake. And there's so much to do, that we have caves, we have monkeys, Mona monkeys, and they are so out and about now. I think they missed us during COVID-19 lockdown. So every time you go up there, they're just there, so friendly and coming in their numbers. But right now, I'm just gonna talk to Gabriel from Kayaks Grenada, and he's gonna talk about their offerings and what there is to do in Grenada in terms of sea adventure and tour. So as you can see, they're there on their clear kayak. And we're just gonna wait for him to come and say hi. See, great, fantastic service here. Hi, Gabriel.
Hi guys, good morning. So I'm Gabriel from Kayaks, the Clear Kayak Company, and we offer kayaking tours in completely transparent polycarbonate kayaks, which allows our guests to basically, as our tagline suggests, see everything. You could see as much things as fish, coral reef, starfish, and so much more to see, right? The main goal with kayaks was to provide a service that not only educates Grenada, not Grenada, but educates our guests, but also provide an entertaining service as well, right? So what we wanted to do was to educate our guests on basically what there is under the water. We only see what's going on below in our environment, right? But it's kind of windy out here. Just want to make sure the wind not. All right, nice. Right. So what we wanted to do was to show what's below as well, right? So we also like to educate people on how the actions above the water affects the underwater environment. It's with coral bleaching and all that. So we really focus on conservation. We offer numerous packages. Currently, we offer day packages as well as night packages. So we have these lights that lights up the bottom of the kayak that shines down into the water, and it attracts fish, and it's really a nice experience. We also offer photography packages. So we offer shots like drone shots from the top going down, underwater split shots, which is basically half below water, half above water, and GoPro usage, so our guests could actually capture everything that they see and actually go back and spread the word to others, right?
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. It's a fantastic opportunity. I actually went on it with my girlfriend the other day, and it was fantastic. Our pictures were. And it was a great opportunity to see what's underneath the water, especially if you're not a strong swimmer or you're not a diver or snorkeler. You can see all the coral reefs, the fans and all the fishes and so, and it's really exciting. So as you can see, Shania is there in the water and Yellow is with her. And that's just a taste of what you can do on the clear kayaks. Today we have lovely sun and it's really pretty, and I'm sure she's having the time of her life. So Gabriel, thanks so much, man. But tell us quickly, you're a Grenadian. Well, from Caracoon. You're a kayak. What's very special about Grenada and Caracoon to you?
What I really love about Grenada and Caribou and Petit Martinique, of course, is basically how unspoiled and pure everything is. I think it's one of those few destinations that's actually not really touched. So I really like that. As our country's marketing thing suggests, pure
Brand,
Grenada,
yeah.
right? Yeah, and I think it's very important for us, especially in the tourism industry, to preserve that purity. Um, and basically, well, personally, I think it's our effort to kind of focus more on sustainable tourism and ecotourism to basically ensure that we remain pure Grenada, right?
Yeah. And what's something, we always encourage guests when they come to Grenada to take a day trip or just go to Caribou for a few days, and relax. What's something fun that you would tell somebody to do in Caribou?
In Caribou,
Yeah.
well, I would say island hopping would be my favorite thing to do in Caribou. Basically, going to Sandy Island, um, which is part of our marine protected area, of course.
Yes.
We actually do some kayaking tours up there occasionally.
Oh,
And Sandy
fantastic.
Island is such a wonderful place to visit.
So
So
pretty.
much fish, beautiful coral. Yes, it's really nice. Also, there's the Keys, right? A little south of Caribou, which is also very nice, like White Island and Sailing Island and all that.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So thank you so much, Gabriel. We're
You're
just going to
welcome.
take in a little bit of the kayaking before we go back to Roger. So thanks,
All right, guys. Thanks for
And-
having us.
This is just a taste of all the activities you can do in Pure Grenada. I mean, look at that. She is enjoying herself. Alrighty, so say hi. And now we're going back to Roger.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Renee. And now that you're back to me, I'm just going to wait for Suzanne to move up. All right, here we go. All right. And look who's coming in my direction. Aha. That's right. So we are getting there. I am just a little bit further up the beach. And right here is good for now, my brother. And ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here with none other than Mr. Adrian Blackman, our stakeholder friend. He is the owner manager, dive master, dive operator at Native Spirit. So welcome, Adrian.
Good morning, and nice to be with you all.
Yes. So Adrian, tell us about diving in Grenada and what can we expect?
Diving in Grenada is very diverse. We have a vast amount of wrecks, vast amount of reefs, vast amount of walls. People sometimes ask me, Adrian, why don't you go and try the Red Sea? And I say, well, I can guarantee myself to see eagle rays on any given day down at King Mitch or Hema. In the Red Sea, you might wait for it for weeks and never see it. So Grenada, we know that everything is here. So I don't have to go anywhere else to look for it.
All right. And when persons come to Grenada, how easy it is for them to get certified in diving?
It is very simple. There's two ways you can do it.
Uh-huh.
You can either go on the PADI website, because I'm a PADI Master Scuba Diver Trainer, and you do what you call an e-learning. So you pay part of the course online, you do all the academics online, and then once you come to Grenada, all you have to do is to go to the swimming pool, do the 5 confined water session, and then do the 4 water dives. And that's a full certification course. That will just take an additional 2 days.
Okay. All right. And what are the different types of certification that you offer here in Pure Grenada?
Well, we offer from entry level, which is the open water certification, then the advanced, then the rescue, then your dive master. We also offer instructor courses.
All right. In terms of getting to the dive sites and what you might likely see, how long would you say for a diver? Because we understand where diving is concerned. One of the complaints is that taking very long to get to the dive site and having very little time spending on the ocean floor. So tell us about getting to the dive sites and what they might likely to see when they're in pure Grenada.
Getting to dive sites in Grenada, all boats load and offload off the beautiful Grand Anse beach right here, right in front of the dive shop. 2 minutes walk from the dive shop, you're on the boat. And it takes you another 5, sometime maximum 10 minutes to get to any of the other dive sites, with the exception of if you go into the southern part of the island, Kingwich and Hema, which will take you about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. And the diving now. What can we see?
Well, you can see everything you could imagine that you want to see when scuba diving, like turtles, eagle rays, sharks. I'm talking about nurse sharks, black sharks, reef sharks. You can from time to time you see manta rays. Right along the beach here, you can see manta rays sometimes. Stingrays. You can see it all in Grenada. I mean, and everything is beautiful. On Sunday, I went out with friends and dived. We saw eagle rays, stingrays, lobsters, turtles, black tip shark, reef sharks, nurse sharks, you name it.
So basically, you're saying that we've got healthy marine life in Grenada.
Yeah, the reefs are very healthy in Grenada. When I say healthy, very healthy. There is no what do you call a dead reef in Grenada. You can always find something. You find seahorses, you find large pelagics, you find small, everything you can find here.
Excellent. So tell me, do you do night dives and do you do the drift dives and so on? Because a lot of people ask about champagne dives. I know we say Grenada has it all, but I kind of want to let them know what type of diving. And I hear we have a Titanic in the water for a wreck. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have lots of nice places like Flamingo Bay is a wonderful night dive. You can take your lights off and see lots of bioluminescence. We have the Titanic of the Caribbean, which is an advanced dive, which is the Bianca Sea that sank in 1961. So it's been done a long time. It's all covered and encrusted with lots of black corals, all kind of coral you can think about in the Caribbean. You can find it on the Bianca Sea. It's 600 feet long ship. It's lying in 160 feet of water. But the best part of the dive is 40 meters, which is 130 feet of water. The swimming pool is still down there, intact. The rail is still shining because we had real good stainless steel down there in those days. We also have the Kingwich and Hema and Persia, which is on the Atlantic side, that I can guarantee you all the time, large pelagics.
All right.
All the time.
Well, Adrian, you know, we have a campaign called Grenada Rocks, and we're telling the stories of Grenadians that rock. And by the sound of it, as a dive master who owns his own shop in Grenada, tell us a little bit about you. Why did you choose diving? Why did you stay in Grenada when you could have gone elsewhere, make a name for yourself? Tell us.
Well, I choose diving because I used to come on the beach selling spices with my mother when I was a little boy, because she was a spice vendor in those days. And I saw them guys on the beach right here in this hotel. At the time was called the Ramada back in the 80s. And I find it looked nice. And we didn't have television, so I could not have seen anything on television, but I heard about it and I saw it, them fellas doing it on the beach, in the pool. So a friend of mine who worked in a dive shop as a young man, Robert, worked with HMC at the time with Boston and them, he said, why don't you come and try it? So I came and I tried it, and it just blew me away. And then I knew I wanted to become a diver. So when I finished college in 1989, I was offered a job with HMC at the time, and they were just getting ready to change hands. A guy called David McNaught bought it from Morrison and his partners, and he wanted a new name. So myself and Perry and Joseph and a few others who were working at the shop at the time said, well, why don't you name it Dive Grenada? Because you're diving in Grenada. And he said, yeah, that's a good name. So that's how Dive Grenada started up, and we named it the shop Dive Grenada. And that's how I started the dive. A British man called Dean R. Scott came down, and he brought me from my open water all the way up to my dive master. So between 89 and 91, I was a dive master already.
Excellent stuff.
I was doing 4, 5, 6 dives every day. And I worked my way up to assistant instructor by 93. And by 96, I was an instructor. So proceeded from there. Worked at La Sauce. I was operation manager in the dive shop in La Sauce from 1998 up until 2002. Ivan, it was wonderful. And there, I knew I could start up my own business. I was ready for it. So I said, well, I'll become the first Grenadian to own and operate a dive center. I've operated dive centers for other persons, but I started mine up from scratch, from zero. And I just built my way up, and now we own 3 boats.
Right. So that's a wonderful success story of a young Grenadian getting an opportunity to experience something different and grabbing it with both hands,
yes,
and making something
with
of
my
it.
whole body. Not just my head.
Wonderful. Now tell us, for those persons who don't dive, topside now, when you as a Grenadian are enjoying beautiful Grenada, tell us, how do you do it? What do you do? Where do you go?
I love to take drives around the island. Every time I take a drive around the island, I see something different. I see something nice. I have this particular beach that I love to go on, and I actually have some land on that beach. It's called Galby in St. David's. I could drive right on to the beach, and there's this big window. You can just sit there, and it's the only gold-colored sand beach on the whole island. Yeah, and it's absolutely fantastic. I love to go up to Libera, Bathway, and just chill out, have a drink or two with the boys,
and for persons who may wonder in which part Galby is, that's St. David. It is the southeast coast of the island, and it's magnificent. You've got the Atlantic coming across and hitting that ruggedness of the island in a nice coved bay, almost C-shaped like, and it's magnificent what he's telling you about Galby. Adrian, it's been a pleasure chatting with you about diving in Grenada, learning a little bit about what you do offline. Anything you want to leave the people with online?
Bring one, bring all. Once you're in Grenada, you will have fun, whether it's diving under the water or going on the surface. You will have fun in Grenada. We have the most pristine dive sites, the beaches. Snorkeling is absolutely fantastic here. Well, you can go right off the beach here and see turtles.
Yeah. And the seahorses.
And seahorses.
And seahorses.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to turn it back to me now, as I thank Adrian for his candid openness, the opportunity to share with us a little bit about his experiences as a tour operator, dive operator here in Grenada. And I'm going to take a stroll up the beach, tell you a little bit more. Thank you, Adrian. That's my good brother here. Yeah. I actually am party certified as well.
Yes,
so,
man. Roger,
so,
come diving
so yeah. So as we walk and talk, let me tell you a little bit about this beautiful Grand Anse beach that you guys, let me grab my towel, because I'm going in the water very soon. Yes, don't hate people. It's a beautiful place, and I love being in pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. Now, Grand Anse Beach, if you were not aware, has been voted by Condé Nast Travel as the #1 beach in the world in 2019. Yes, what an accolade. We've always been in the top 10, all right? But we've managed to keep the place pristine. You hear about the quality of the reefs that we have here in pure Grenada. And because we are a small island, only 21 miles long, 12 miles wide, we do not have opportunities for mass tourism. So what we offer you here, and the fact that COVID has played its part, it tells you that Grenada offers you a personalized service. It is a small island, yes, with beautiful people who are willing to share with you a wonderful experience when you come to pure Grenada. We take pride in taking care of our island and taking care of our guests in particular. You would meet a lot of smiling faces when you come to pure Grenada. You are going to see us drinking and smiling. Oh yes, Grenadians do drink a lot. All right. One of the hallmarks of knowing a Grenadian is when they see you after having not seen you for a while, the first thing they say to you is, come, let's take a drink. Oh yeah. All right. So Grand Anse, it's 2 miles long. You would notice that none of the hotels on the beach are taller than a coconut palm, and it's one of the things for ensuring that we keep everything nice. There is less creation and so on when you are building to the standards and ensuring that there is less environmental impact when you keep things at a bare minimum. All right. So I am walking towards the vendors market and area where that area we have an opportunity for shopping, washroom facilities, restaurants, and we have some famous bars there, including Esther's. You can hear, oh, lovely. You hear that? The beautiful rhythm of the goat skin drum. Ah, yeah, look at that. On the beach, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah, it just makes you want to sing, tap your feet, dance, have a wonderful time. I'm just going to pan out so you can see the extent of the vendors market. And the reason why we have done that is because when you come to Grenada, we don't want our visitors to say that they've been harassed by people walking up to them and offering them things to sell, to purchase. So we've created a vendors market on the beach where when you're on the beach, you can just go by, have a look. If you have not had the time to go to the spice market, they have spices, they have crafts. Now, because of COVID, not the vendors come in a little bit later on. The bars are open always in Grenada. And so you'd see a couple bars, you see the chairs nicely laid out and so on. And so we have things in a nice orderly manner for you to have a good time. And then for those who are on the beach chairs lounging, we do have what is called a runner. Somebody with a drinks cart on a menu might walk up to you and say, would you like something from the bar? So you don't have to get up, and they'll bring it nice and cold for you while you're lounging on this beautiful Grand Anse beach. So we're getting ready. The cocktail is being mixed as we speak. The entertainment, yeah, the joy, the scenery of the place, the grapes. You know, I can't wait to dive into this water. And look who's there. Look who is chillaxing. Yeah, you will listen. I tell you, we have a way with words. We just spice everything up. If you hear words like chillaxing and copacetic and things like that, these are all Grenadian words. All right, we have a way with the English language to make everything a little bit spicy. Yes, we are the spice of the Caribbean, and they say varieties in life, the varieties for spice. So welcome to the spice of the Caribbean. And if that is the case, we always add a little flavor to it. Yeah, that's what we do. So have a look at this lovely beach. Remember what I said, it's 2 miles long, and none of the hotels are taller than a coconut palm. It's a nice place to come and quarantine. I mean, look at it. It's after 10 in the day, and the beach is practically your own beach. Yeah. Yeah, so this is me right here. I'm getting ready to put, yeah, it's 2 miles long. So I'm getting ready to put my towel down, take my shoes off, and I'm going to go take a dive. Yes, I'm going to dive right in. So before I do all that, I'm going to hand you over to Renee for a bit so that she can chat with you and give you some information and listen to the rhythmic songs of the goatskin drum in the background. And let me just show you this, because you see, you wonder why Caribbean people have rhythm, you know. Look at this. I'm sure if you're in your offices somewhere, it just makes you want to tap your feet. Yeah, click your fingers, tap your feet. Let's go and click your fingers. And tap your feet. Let's go, just click your fingers. Just tap your feet. That's what I'm talking about. We're all rhythmic people. I'm going to hand you over back to Renee Moses right now. And this is Roger. I'm signing out just for a bit, and you go live with Renee Moses on Grand Anse Beach.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our webinar today. This is just a normal day on the beach here in Grenada. Taking in the views, meeting friends and making new friends, and just enjoy the atmosphere. You know, we're gonna have a glass of thing in a bit. And just relax and chill, you know, this is life. Pure Grenada We don't have COVID here. Of course, we we have protocols in place to make sure that we keep our nation safe and all our visitors. And yeah, just waiting for guests to come. So Sarah, did you enjoy it? I hope everybody enjoyed it.
I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Take my shades off now. It's a little bit dark here. But yes, wow. I love the music, the beat. I can imagine the smells and like we can see everything. There's a lot of very jealous people that are desperate to be there. So hopefully we ignited sort of the love of Grenada. This is where you and your clients can be. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
So where's your cocktail?
They're making it. I'm trying to be a good girl, so at the end.
Okay, but I'm really looking forward to Roger dipping into that sea. Head first, straight in.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do now? We have any questions that we need to answer?
Yeah, we've got some questions. We have got. Let's have a look. So, if anybody's got any questions for us, go into the Q&A, and we'll start off now. So Celine has asked, are you receiving guests now, and where are they coming from if so?
Yes, we are receiving guests. Literally everywhere is allowing flights, only except for the UK and Germany, of course. But we have flights from America. We have flights from the region. Well, of course, Canada is still on lockdown until the end of April, but we expect them to return in late May. Air Canada comes in late May, if not in June for sure. But yes, we have American flights, JetBlue, American Airlines. We have Caribbean Airlines coming in from New York as well. We have the regional airlines coming in from the different Caribbean islands. So yeah, we are open and ready for all our guests. So hopefully we can get guests from the UK as soon as your government says it's A-OK.
Perfect. Trisha's just asked on chat, is Christmas a good time to visit? We can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so Christmas is definitely a fantastic time to come to Grenada. In addition to all the festivities, and so the aroma is just amazing. We have a lot of spices in Grenada, and we cook a lot with the spices at Christmas. We make our sorrel drink, we make our cocoa tea, we make our fruit cake, which is fruits that we have soaking in rum for a few months before Christmas time, and then you make it into a cake. It's fantastic. We call it black cake as well. And then of course the atmosphere is just so lovely because Christmas time, we have people caroling and singing songs. We have a type of music here that plays only on around Christmas time, and it's a good time to come. And of course, the rates are good. We have flights coming in on Christmas, and it's just a good time to come and spend the holidays with your family or friends.
Yeah, perfect. Can you give us a word or two in Grenadian Creole?
Pardon me?
Can you give us a word or two in Grenadian Creole?
Roger, come. I'll let Roger do that for you. The only ones I know, I can't say it now. Sakitam palela. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any? No, you're on mute. Sorry. He's on mute. Roger.
Not hear me. Yes, sorry. I was just saying that Sakitan Palilot means who here tell the others. And Sakafet means how are you or how are you doing. Muela means I'm fine, and so on. And like with any language, you learn a lot of the naughty stuff at first before you get into it. But yeah, I do know there are a lot of words that we use that are of Creole origin, and but because of, I'd say, corruption in the language, they pronounce it almost like an English word here on island. So for some things, we like you to come to the island so you get a better context of what we mean when we say that and the expressions given.
Excellent. Okay, so next question. Oh, Lisa said it. She hasn't got a question. It's just Lisa here to say, I'm very proud of Renee and Roger. Your Grenada go live. Grenada rocks. Woo! So thanks, Lisa.
Thank
Cecilia,
you.
yay! Cecilia is asked, who is the kayak rep to contact? So would you be able to drop me his email after we've finished, and I can make sure that
Yes.
I can everybody.
I will send you their IT handle and their website, kayaks.com, but I'll send it to you right after, and their contact information.
Okay. Neil's asked, which beach are we on?
The world famous Grand Anse Beach.
Grand Anse Beach.
Yeah.
Celine asked, are there any hotels near the market? I think we've already covered that during the presentation, because we're right in front of this is where we were before with the Radisson.
Right next to Radisson, correct.
Right next to Radisson.
That's right.
And then
So
Silver Sands is on the other direction.
Yeah. And then you've got Seabreeze across from the vendors market.
Yes.
Excellent. If you're in an all-inclusive hotel, is it easy and safe to dine out?
Yeah,
100%.
very much so.
Yeah, we actually encourage people to venture out of the hotels, especially if you're on an all-inclusive, because our cuisine is so refined and it's so varied. And you know, we're in Grenada. We have fantastic chefs on island. All our food is fresh. Our fish is fresh. You know, we have fantastic poultry. We have lovely vegetables and all these dishes, and of course the spices. We have a variety. We have fine dining. We have street food. We have our national dish, the oil down that you can get on a weekly basis from the different restaurants. So we definitely encourage them to come out and taste the hands of the locals.
Perfect. If you're flying into Grenada, do we need PCR tests?
Yes, currently you do need a PCR test 3 days before your arrival. You have to go onto our website, our covid19.gov.gd website, and fill out our travel authorization form, which will have all the list of instructions. But yes, you do need a PCR test currently, 3 days before arrival.
Do all the hotel teams and like the ground handlers, etc., is vaccines mandatory for them?
Right now, we do not have any protocols regarding vaccinations. We're waiting for the government. I think they are waiting for other governments to kind of stipulate what they want for their citizens, and then we will decide. But currently, we have no special guidelines for people who have been vaccinated. Right now, we have our own vaccination process going on in Grenada. Some of the first people who got the first dose are now going to get the second dose in about 2 weeks. So we have our process going on down here as well. But right now we have no guidelines for persons who are vaccinated as yet. But I'm sure as soon as we get some more information from the other governments in terms of, the amount of people that they have vaccinated and what they require to return, then we will have a clearer vision of what we will stipulate from them coming to Grenada.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
What percentage of occupancy of a client's working at the moment? It's normally
right now,
around 60. That's the
sorry?
maximum. It's normally maximum 60.
Yes, but right now, all the hotels are on very low occupancy, as can be expected. What we're seeing is a trend towards people renting out villas.
Yeah.
So we have our villa partner, Summer Direct. You could see them on summerdirect.com. They have a plethora of villas on offer. We've seen a lot of people going to the villas instead of the hotels because it makes sense, especially if you're coming with your family, and so you just have a villa by yourself. You can do whatever. If you have to quarantine, you're already there, so it's just safer. But we do have most of the hotels are open as well, though.
Okay, perfect. Neil is asking, does Delta fly into Grenada?
So Delta flies into Grenada, but on a seasonal basis, whereas American Airlines and JetBlue fly all year round. Delta usually flies sometimes in June, July, August, and then Christmas time. We usually have a flight from Atlanta and New York.
Okay, perfect. Is it expensive to eat out?
It's expensive. I would say for a party of 2, you can spend about $150 to $200 EC dollars. So that's about 80 to 120 US.
Okay, perfect. Christina, she said that she's from the Ukraine and Russia, so most of her clients don't speak English well. Is there or are there some Russian speakers in concierge, for example, in the hotels, or is it more of a problem?
Well, to be honest, I don't think most of the hotels have Russian-speaking concierge professionals, but we do have a Russian consulate here. So I'm sure if the hotels are aware that they have guests coming, they would organize maybe translators who would go with their tours, etc. Who would probably come to give them an introductory, speech on Grenada and where to eat, and where to go, etc.
Okay, perfect.
So they could contact the Russian consulate here.
What is the national dish of Grenada?
I'll let Roger answer that one.
Hang on, let me find it.
You see, I'm smiling. It's called oil down. Okay, that's DOWN. It's a combination of spices, right? Cooked in coconut milk, and because the coconut milk leaves an oil residue at the bottom of the pot, that's where the name oil down comes from. Okay, but it's a what you call a one pot stew that when you eat it, you want to make sure you probably don't have work for the rest of the afternoon, because you want to unbutton your pants, put your feet up, and just relax. That is the kind of happy meal oil down is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of agents as well are asking, do clients have to quarantine when they arrive into Grenada?
Yeah. You will have to quarantine until the test is done to verify that you are okay. It's just the norm now. It's, COVID. That's what is expected from everyone.
What I will say though is different hotels have different parameters in terms of what is quarantining. For example, depending on the size, and so they might say you have to quarantine within your room. The majority of them have designated areas within the hotel, so you don't have to stay in your room, but you can go to certain pool areas, or one restaurant is for people in quarantine with special bands, etc. So it just depends on the different hotels and what they have specified. But yes, everybody coming into Grenada must quarantine at least for up to 7 days, because when you come in, you do a test on the 4th day, and then whenever you get that test result saying you're negative, you're free to go roam and enjoy the beach and the mountains and everywhere.
So Celine's asked, is everything based around Grand Anse, or is there more to see? Oh,
sorry.
Roger,
I was so enjoying the rhythm of the drums. I didn't hear the question. Can you repeat it again?
We gathered. Yeah. If is everything based around Grand Anse?
What's based around Grand Anse?
Yeah. Is this
it,
or is there more?
Yeah, really. The tourism belt is really, I'd say, southwest. So you've got most of the hotels, the nightlife, the restaurants. Everything is really from your hotel. But just imagine when you fly to Grenada, the shortest time you'll spend getting to your resort is in Grenada. From the airport to the resorts, most of them are 5, 10, 15 minutes. When you talk of Sandals, that's only literally 2.5 minutes away. You've got the Royalton, that's literally 1 minute away from the thing. And then where we are on Grand Anse Beach is only about 12 minutes from the airport to here. And then you've got a plateau of hotels. You've got Spice Island Beach, you've got Koyaba Beach Resort, you've got Mount Cinnamon, you've got the Radisson, you've got Siesta Hotel, you've got Blue Horizon Hotel. So yes, you've got the theaters, you've got most of the restaurants are in the southeast area. So yeah, everything is within 10 to 15 minutes. And the spice market from your hotel is approximately about 15 minutes drive from the hotel into the St. George's Market. However, if you want to go into the rainforest and see the other parts of the country, that's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour plus driving and so on. So yeah, it's pretty central where the hotel is, where they are. And I think they were quite smart in putting together the properties around the tourism belt. Yeah.
Super. And then the cruise ships, where do they dock?
Oh, so the cruise ship dock right in the middle of the city, which is 15, 20 minutes away, where they dock. And of course, from there, when they look, they see the beautiful Grand Anse beach. They can see BBC Beach from here. So you've got an array. We have about 45 white sand beaches. So it's not like there's a shortage of white sand beaches that you can choose from. If and when the cruise ship comes to town, you can choose to go away from the ones that you're accustomed on or where your hotel is and go to like Las Ages Beach and so on, or Galbi Beach that Adrian was telling you about. We've got quite a lot of beaches to explore here in pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean.
Okay, perfect. Wendy's asking, can you snorkel right off the beach? And is it?
Yeah.
Really good.
Actually, I did my party certification right here of Grand Anse Beach. And my first day, I went diving, doing the tri dive with the tank and stuff. I saw seahorses, and it's just right off the beach. So, and it was like about 15, 20 strokes in, going out to the water. So yeah, we've got healthy reefs. It's really fantastic when you go snorkeling off Grand Anse Beach. There are a lot of visitors who just come and they try to swim from end to end. It's 2 miles, but some people do it halfway and then they go back. So they end up doing a mile of swimming. But it's really beautiful. It's fantastic. I like to tell people, as much as I'm saying it, I want you to come and see and experience it for yourself.
Super. Okay, just to query as well about the PCR test. So they have the test 3 days before they arrive, and then they have another test once they arrive into Grenada.
Yeah, just to make sure that they're clear, that they're negative. Because just recently we've charged somebody for giving us false PCR tests. See?
Wow.
So
On the fourth day.
Everybody is trying to play by the game, and we are aware of that, and so we're trying to cut that down as possible, because as you can tell, Grenada have done a fabulous job in controlling the spread of COVID and so on, and we want to maintain that. So in order to do that, we want everybody to go through the same type of treatment to make sure that nobody's discriminated against and that we do what is right and that we protect everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So when they arrive, Joyce just asked, is the test complimentary?
No. That is, they have to pay for it. Yeah.
Do you know roughly how much it is in dollars?
I think the last that I saw for the test is about $150.
150 US.
US, yeah, dollars, yeah, 150 US dollars. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And in terms of vaccinations, you said that some people were having the second round. How many people are vaccinated at the moment? Is it a big?
Well, the last I saw is that we have just over 10,000 persons already vaccinated.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. And considering we're a small island, when the vaccine comes, people go and get it, and people have been going and making sure that they're vaccinated and so on. So yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Although, yeah. So we trying to do what is right in this bit of the world to make sure that we're ready for when the world goes back to some level of normalcy. We know it won't be normal as usual, but we're doing our part to make sure that we limit the spread of the virus here in Grenada.
And what we did is start with our hospitality sector in Grenada. So most of our hospitality workers are the first to have been vaccinated in Grenada.
Okay, makes sense. Which is good. Okay, shall we do the questions? So if you listen, if you've been here, hang on, one of you will have to mute.
Sorry, I'm muting.
Okay, perfect. So shall we do the questions? So we can see if people have been listening, because obviously we've got some prizes to give away. We've got a star prize of the £100, Love to Shop. We've got £50 for the second prize, and then we've got 2 prizes of chocolate, the special chocolate, all the way from Grenada. So we're going to do the spin to wins as normal, so that every single person that's been on the webinar gets a fair chance of being entered. But we're going to just do a couple of questions, and then just the person with the first correct answer, they'll get entered 10 times. So you've got a sort of a positive chance to be able to do that and win more. So Roger, Renee, who's going to do the first question? And I've lost Renee. Roger.
Roger's gonna go first.
She's back. Oh, so Roger's
Okay.
going. Hang on. Let me just tell everybody where they need to go. Okay, so if everybody goes into chat, and if you change to panelists and attendees, you must write to all of us so we can all see the answer. Okay, so first of all, it's 4 questions. If you can ask us your first question.
All right. So the very first question is, are we ready?
Yeah.
Tell me, does Grenada offer night diving?
So we've
Okay.
got yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yes. Okay.
I like the first
If
one.
you are listening, the second question is, how long does it take to get to a dive site? We made that. How long does it take to get to a dive site?
Okay, so I've got 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 miles, 2 minutes.
All right. So
What's
the
the correct?
answer is the person that said 10 minutes, the first person that said 10 minutes, on average, that's what you take to get to a dive
Okay.
site.
So that's
Yeah?
Ruth.
10
Yeah.
minutes. So whoever said that, that's the winner right there. 10 minutes to get to a dive site.
Yeah, which was Ruth. She was the first person who only wrote to panelists, but yeah, it's there. So Ruth, you'll be entered 10 times. Greg, you won the first one.
Yeah.
You'll be entered 10 times and spin to win. Okay, so now we're swapping over to Renee. She's got 2 more questions. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm gonna give you guys a hard one to see if you were really listening, especially to my segment. You have to spell it correctly. But what is the name of our sister isle that Gabriel from Kayaks is from?
Wow, Gaynor, spot on.
That's right. And they spelled it correctly.
Karakou, so Gaynor.
Yes, that was quick draw.
Yeah,
Very
man.
good.
And last but not least, a very, very easy question. We are on world-renowned Grand Anse Beach. How long is this lovely stretch of beach?
I saw the answer already. Someone posted up right away.
I mean, it's all the way down there.
Yeah.
And all the way down
Yeah. The answers are correct. Yeah, you were really paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. Not even finished the question, and Kathleen was like, 2 miles. Yes, it's 2 miles.
That's right.
And 10 times. Okay, perfect. So I hope you've all enjoyed today hanging out with Roger and Renee on Grand Anse Beach. It's the best we can do in the climate, but at least we get to experience it, soak it all up. We've got the music playing again. Hang on, we replace the pin. Dance.
All right, guys. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. We are so ready for you guys. As you can see, we're here partying away. It's at work, but yo.
Love it.
So from Pure Grenada, thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic day.
Yes, guys.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Amazing. Grenada rocks.
All right,
All
let's
right.
start Grenada rock, guys.
Bye.
I'm here for the music. Fantastic. I'm staying. I'm staying till everybody's gone. It's cool.
All right.
I don't think anybody's
Now we wait for
leaving.
the drink.
We've still got lots and lots of people on. Nobody wants to go.
I know we have a whole crowd here too.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I better let you go. We appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.